A Plate of Hope, the inspiring story of Chef Jose Andres and World Central Kitchen, written by Erin Frankel and illustrated by Paola Escobar. No es solo el arroz. A paella is so much more than just rice, especially if it is Sunday in Spain and you are a boy and your name is Jose Andres and you are gathering the wood that will make the fire, that will cook the paella just right, that will feed a few or many. All are welcome. It isn't just the rice or the sizzling olive oil or the mounds of chopped fresh vegetables or the sweet smell of saffron as it paints the paella gold. It's the adding, mixing, tasting, waiting. It's the spoon his father holds. Everyone wants to cook, but you have the most important job, Jose's father reminds him. You have to keep the wood burning just right. But Jose wanted to do more. He wanted to create the magic of his mother's flan, the smooth, creamy pudding with the burnt, crispy bits on top. No era solo un postre. For her, and now for Jose, it wasn't just a dessert. It was a memory of Asturias, Spain, where Jose was born. Jose closed his eyes as the cool spoonful of flan told a story to his senses. When Jose went to cooking school, he thought about the stories that he wanted to tell with food. He thought about los mercados and the magic he could create with the seeds of ripe tomatoes and pomegranates, with the almonds and the cheese. He thought of possibilities. Sometimes Jose's imagination took him beyond the kitchen to faraway places. But he longed for the world in his mind to be real. When the chance finally came, Jose took it. Sí. No era solo un barco. It wasn't just a boat where Jose cooked for a year. It was a famous Spanish Navy ship that traveled the world. Jose fed the sailors, but wished that everyone everywhere had enough food. When Jose returned to Spain, one place stayed in his mind: the United States. It wasn't just a restaurant where Jose first learned to tell stories with food. No era solo un restaurante. It was the most famous restaurant in Spain, a place where the food spoke to Jose. Change me. I'm tired of being what I am. Make me into something different. Don't be afraid. Surprise me. Jose listened and learned. One day, Jose wanted to be made into something new just like food. He wanted a change. He thought of a place that never left his mind. And so when an opportunity came, Jose didn't think twice. He cooked his way from New York City to Washington, D.C., telling stories with food that had never been tasted before. Chef Jose Andres was quickly becoming a star. But Jose knew that a recipe is never made with un solo ingrediente. Everyone had an important job. As Jose looked at the stars in the night sky, 3 words simmered in his mind. There were important words in his new home. They gave him hope and inspired him to volunteer. We the people. Not me, Jose thought. We. Everyone deserved a hot meal, not just the few, but the many. No era solo un viaje. It wasn't just a trip. It was an invitation from a friend to help. There was an earthquake in Haiti. Destruction was everywhere. How could Jose Andres help? How could he not? People were hungry. There was much to be done. Jose listened. He followed their recipes. Hot meals of rice and pureed beans prepared just right. The smile on the faces, the smell of rice and beans, the spirit of the people, the taste of pride stayed with Jose when he had returned to the United States. Jose still wanted to do more. He shared his dream to give it life. It was a big idea, but to Jose and his family, it was full of possibility. Like his recipes, it was an opportunity to transform. No one should ever go hungry. I want to help feed the world. He gave his dream a name: World Central Kitchen. When Jose first saw the American flag, He also thought of possibilities. The stars reminded him of the feeling he had when he looked up at the night sky. Dream as big as they want, they seemed to say, and so Jose decided to add his dream to the stars. No sería solo un sueño. It wouldn't just be a dream for long. It wasn't just a hurricane. Huracán Maria struck the island of Puerto Rico with a forceful blow beyond Jose's imagination. When Jose saw it with his own eyes, his heart broke at the sight. Homes destroyed, roads flooded, no electricity. The country was in the dark and the people were hungry. Who is in charge of feeding the people? Jose asked. But Jose couldn't wait for an answer. There was only one thing to do. Let's get cooking. A cocinar. The hurricane had not taken everything. Jose had all that he needed to start cooking. He had a friend, he had a kitchen, and there were ingredients. The perfect ingredients for Puerto Rican sanocho stew. The hot bowls of food spoke to those who had lost so much. Jose could almost hear them talking. We haven't forgotten you. We care about you. Jose looked at his map. There was an entire island to feed. But Jose didn't see a problem. He saw an opportunity. Kitchens in empty restaurants. Kitchens in empty schools. Cooks, farmers, drivers, pilots. We need you. But Jose wanted to do even more. No era solo una cocina. It wasn't just a kitchen. A stadium was now the biggest kitchen in the world. There were paella pans the size of the moon, and the lines of cooks as far as you could see, making sandwiches of ham and cheese. Don't forget the mayo. Lots of it. It has to be good. 3 months of cooking, 26 working kitchens, almost 4 million meals served. But to Jose, it wasn't just a number. It was so much more. Everyone deserves a hot plate of food. No era solo un plato. It is a plate of hope. Wherever people were hungry, Jose wanted to be there, helping through earthquakes, hurricanes, wildfires, floods, through a pandemic when the whole world got sick. Even through the darkness of war, Jose's determination persisted. Jose was filled with hope, and he was not the only one. No es solo un plato de arroz. A paella is so much more than just rice, especially if your name is Jose Andres, and you are making the fire and gathering the food to cook the paella just right, to feed the few and the many. All are welcome. All are welcome. And there's an author's note in the select bibliography if you want to find out more.